And we're going to do a real quick state of the club event or talk. And I don't know if this has ever happened, but we're funded by, basically we got donors and volunteers. That's all we got. And financially, we're doing pretty good. But we're going to start having more expenses than we've had in the past, and big donors may have died in the past or passed away. And we've got a new website that's coming online, and you can check it out at tccsa.tc. So we'd like your opinion. And this is actually a free version. It doesn't cost a dime. Just let us know what you think of it, and if we should, add some other things. We spend a few $100 more a year to get other features on there, or not. And then also we might have to have insurance to get this room. So that's where we are financially, and we're pretty good. We're okay. What gets me is our volunteers. Typically, to have a good organization, you got somebody doing something, and then you got somebody assisting them. So if something happens to this guy, somebody else can do it. And that's how, there's a lot of things that are going on here. But what we have is no assistance at all. And clubs tend to fall apart, churches, businesses, when it's getting handed on from one generation to the next generation. Okay, and so what we have is we really don't have a plan B. And so what I'd encourage everybody to do is to pray. Pray for laborers. The harvest is plenteous, but the laborers are few. So pray the Lord of the harvest. Let's get some laborers. And just think of this as a game. Right now, the basketball game, all right? And there's plenty of people watching. And that's great. Cheering us on, that's great. That's important. But then we've got a few people on the court. And what happens if one of them gets injured or gets sick? And we don't have anybody on the bench. We're in a precarious position right now. We would like people to pray that, people would come out of the stands and get on the bench. And so if something happens to a starter, then our club continues to go. Because as you notice, we haven't had the bookstore in a long time. We didn't have an assistant ready to take over for them, so now it's stopped. And so what's going to happen if somebody who's running YouTube or Zoom or whatever? So financially, I think we're doing good. But volunteer-wise, I think we're in a very precarious position. So I just ask everybody to pray that laborers would step forward, and also pray that everybody's got God-given gifts. Maybe there's some way that you can use your God-given gifts to help this club continue into the future. And I am so pleased to have these young kids here. That's the key. We need to get young kids in here.